Fellas, today is the 17th. I'm in the book of Proverbs, sitting on one of my favorite study places, Pleasure Point. This is where me and Steve Cavallero and my son and Jason Wiggin and Brian Wiggin, we all like to surf, catching some waves. Can you guys see that action? Just kind of doing my little Proverbs study here. And today is the 17th in our study, but 4 days ago, Jack O'Neill died, real time. That's Jack's house right there. And I could say a lot of things about Jack O'Neill, but I'm going to say one thing that Jack O'Neill was. He was a lot of things, but I'm going to say one, he was wise. Proverbs 17, verse 24 says, sensible people keep their eyes glued on wisdom. Now, Jack O'Neill has been known as a renegade. He's a wild man. He sails his wooden boat down the coast of California all the way through Mexico for 2 years with his 4 children and a hot air balloon on the back. Jack O'Neill, at 20-something years old, was throwing fire hoses down off these cliffs, down into the ocean, all up and down this coast here without stairways, throwing surfboards off the top of the cliff down into the ocean, throwing a hose off the side and going surfing. Jack O'Neill had risky investments, innovator, inventions, developed a wetsuit. I surfed with one of his dear friends called David King. I call him King David, and he tells the story of the 2-year adventure all the way down the coast when he lost his dear wife 35 years ago. Soul mates. And Jack O'Neill didn't know what was next in his life. He says, I'm taking 2 years out, took the kids out of school, sailed down the coast all the way into deep Mexico to grieve his wife and to consider what's next. And he asked the question, what would be wise for Jack O'Neill? Sensible people keep their eyes on wisdom. He always asks the question, is this wise? Is it wise to go out right now in the ocean? Is there a riptide? Is there a storm surge on the way? Is it fog bank coming in and I'm not gonna be able to find my way back out, can't find the cliff? He was called a fool when he purchased that house for $50,000 50 years ago. It was falling down the cliff. But he says, and it's recorded in Surfer Journal, I think it's going to be a wise investment. I think that last time that house was appraised, it was somewhere around $7 million. It's considered priceless now. I hope it turns into a Jack O'Neill Memorial Museum. It'd be fantastic. It's the only house that sits here on the cliffside by itself. But everybody said, you're a fool. It's going to end up in the ocean. Someday it will. As we learned in our men's retreat, Moses said, learn to count your days. Jack O'Neill says, I think it's going to stay there for the next 50 years, and I don't care much what happens to it after that. And I think it's going to be a wise investment. Sensible people keep their eyes glued on wisdom. But a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. They get distracted. They look left. They look right. Let me ask you a question. Is it wise? Is that investment you're considering making wise? Is that career change considered wise? Is that ministry you're getting ready to step out of because it's difficult, is that wise? Are the people you hang with and listen to for counsel, are they wise? Is the decisions you're making and how you're treating your family marked with wisdom? Is how you eat wise? Is how you exercise or don't exercise wise? Sensible people keep your eyes glued on wisdom. God bless you, brothers. I hope today you ask that simple question with every decision you make, is this wise? So that God can point to you in the end of your days and say, that brother lived wise. God bless you.